Hi viewers, welcome to NCKHUB. If you like our videos, kindly do subscribe and follow us. Thank you.
Today we are going to discuss about how to create an user group and how can we add that user group if we have a specific user like developer or tester or any infrastructure or security engineer. How can we add them to a group? Hi there, welcome back again. This is Chandrakant, your Azure Zero to Hero series trainer. As part of today's session, we are going to look the topic, how can we add the user to a group? This is my Azure account. So I am navigating to my menu. From the menu, I will be navigating to my all services. Under the all services, previously in the session of our Azure Zero to Hero, we have seen about how to create an identity with Entra ID we have seen. So this is the Microsoft Entra ID which we have seen. So under the identity, previously we have created a Microsoft Entra ID. So under this one, we have created a user. So today we are going to have a look if we have an user with developer policy. So that user, how can we create a group and how can we add that user to a specific group? We are going to have a look. So if you can see guys, at the left hand side of my screen, you can see users, group, external identities, roles and administrator units, all these certain policies and identity governance, licenses, many more details are there. So under this one, I am going to create a group now. So let's click on create group. So already I have a infra test group. So now rather than using the existing one, I'm going to create a new group guys. So this I am going to name it as a developer group. So this I am going to change it to a group type, which you can do add if you are using for your Office 365 users inside your team or a project for your organization. You have to select the guys as per your requirement Microsoft Office 365. If you have to create a new group, then you can do create an entity for this one and you can do select the required one by creating a group type. So now I am going to select here Microsoft 365. I'm going to name the group as developer, as I said to you, with I'm just naming it as AD. So AD is nothing but an AD user, Active Directory user. So AD-developer, I am just adding. So if we have any group email address also, example, if we are working among a team of 5 members, those 5 members are assigned to a particular email identity address. So which example you can see at trainworkwiz at gmail.com, gmail.com, microsoft.com, which you can see that will be created with an email group email address as well. Here you have to define this description. So this is a developer group associated for a project. So name so and so project name. Accordingly, if you have already a membership, you have to select this one. Next, if you have any owners, you have to select this one. Members, you have to add. So as of now, I'm just creating a group. So I'm going to select the group. I will be refreshing the group. So this is the AD-developer group, guys. So inside this one, if I want to add certain entities of users, so how can we do that one? We are going to have a look now. So if you can see, I have opened this one. If I can open manage, I can click on members and I can do add and so on. So I can do first, I will check it out. This is a cloud source and type Microsoft 365. Currently, there are no users, no devices connected, etc. So now for this one, if you want to add members to this group, you can do select this one. And for this one, you can add directly by going to this one, click on add members. If already you have users, you can directly add. But if you want to create users, so then directly we have to go to the users from there we have to come here to the page, and next we have to create user. So now what I'm going to do is, rather than selecting here, I will be keeping this page as it is, and I will be closing this one as of now. So later I will do refresh this one once I do create my users. So for this one, what I am going to do is I'm just clicking on my directory group. From this, I am going to the same page where I will be creating certain users, and I will be adding the user members or users to my developer group. That users, I'm going to add certain developer roles as well. So if you can see here, left hand side of my screen under this one, you can directly go to here, and from add you can do add users, create and invite user. If you want to add an external user, you can do add, but just with certain secured permissions. So now click on new user, create a new user, guys. Likewise, previously we have created. So here I am, example, I am naming it as some username one. Okay, example, I am treating it as something like Aisha at trainworkways.com. So usually we'll be having multiple people, means then we will be adding certain name. Sure. Aisha, yes, I have added like this, and device principal username. So if you want to use the principal username, you can do edit it and you can do it. What is the name you want to display for that user? So Aisha, yes, like this you can do it. And if you want to create an username, automatically the password will be created. Next, you can do select the next properties. So as I said, properties from the entities which we are going to add, certain roles will be there. Those with certain permissions we are going to add. So here we have to add a first name, last name, all these details. And user type, is it a member or a guest, we have to select. If that user has any certification, accordingly we have to select the details. So as of now, I'm not selecting, so you can do ignore this one. Next, the particular user detail, what it is, developer or senior developer or associate developer, like that we have to add. So example, I am adding associate developer. So company name, example, I am adding my company name with ABCD. So next after that one, department. So it is a dev department. So we have to add employee ID, so on. So we have to add hire, date, office, location, all these details we can do it. And address you can do add as per your requirement, and state as per your necessity. And finally, you have to specify all these details with India, US, or UK, and you have to add your email address as well, which is currently going to be loaded as at trainworkways at nc at on microsoft.com. So next after this one, you have to, if already you have a group, okay, that you can do associate by creating like this. Already I have a group, so that user I'm going to add here. This is one way. Or else after refreshing the user from the group, you can do add. As of now, I am disabling this one. This is one way where we can do add users to the group. This is one way. So next, for this group, we have to add certain roles. Then directly, definitely, for this user, I'm going to add, as I said, application developer. So similarly, if I need any block storage developer or database developer like this, I have to search for the required developer permissions, which are called policies here. So as here I have added a correct. So application developer I have added. So I will be selecting this permission. Next, after this one, I will be clicking on review and create. And next, this will be the password. So if you can see, this is the password. So next, we have to select on create. So once the user is created, so this user, we can do refresh it over there, and we can do switch to adding our group. So to the group, we will do add the users. So now what we will be doing is I'm clicking on add members. So if you can see, guys, as of now, it's been not been loaded. As of now, I can see there are only two users. One is test user, another one is learn train. So looks like it's not been loaded as of now. I'm just closing this one. I'm going back. We'll just wait for the user to load to the page. I'm just checking all the users. So as of now, Aisha has been loaded. Example. So this user is been loaded or not to our page. I'm just going to the members, and I will be launching my group from the members. So like yes. So now we can see, if you can see, the user has been loaded with a permission role of a developer role. So now this user I am going to add to my group, and I will be refreshing this one. So if you can see, this user has been added where inside my AD developer group. So this is about how to add an user about to a group. So this is the required activity or action which, as part of this course for today, we have seen this user, how to add a developer user to a group with a developer permissions we have seen. So this is about user permissions and user adding to a group, guys. And a part of this one, if you want to have a look all the permissions of for this group, you can have a look as well. So here, if we want to have any roles and administrator, if we want to check, we have to go to the all roles. So we can, this role is having privileged with that administrator and also developer. So that we have added already. So it is having certain privileged roles and administrator, all roles which are available to the group and completely to the account also. So these are certain privileged roles. If you want to download this all roles, we can do click on this one, all assignments, which will be downloaded. So this is one thing which I want to showcase you today. Next, after this one, if you can scroll down to the left hand side of my screen, so we will be having certain licenses, and also we will be having Entra Connect. So this Entra Connect, it is like previously we have discussed about Active Directory. It is more similar like an Active Directory. So where this can be provided secured way of users to manage inside an organization, how this user access can be managed with an Active Directory. So that is with a connected sync. You can do use if your organization is following cloud sync with multi-factor authentication, that also you can do follow. All these are secured and very good and happy way to use in a secured manner, where you can do create similar single sign-on, and you can use the federation user, and also you can do pass it through the authentication. So this way you can do create an user and a user assigning to a group with the permissions and policies, and we can do check out the particular all permissions and roles and Entra Connect as well. So this is about today's session, guys. If you like our video, kindly please do select and encourage us. So in the next session, we will come up with a new topic. And thanks for having a look about our NCKHUB videos today. Thank you very much, guys.